What's going on, everyone? We are at Caribbean Beach and we are eating at Sebastian's Bistro, which is the new restaurant that has just recently opened up. And we actually had some reservations, I think like the first week that it had opened, but first night, but we did not go. Taylor forgot, and then we were going to go after that, but it was just like, you know, maybe let the first week go, let them get into the rhythm of things, and so we're here now, but we're not here by ourselves. Hi again. And we've got a ton of food, we've got a lot of appetizers, and then we have our entrees coming, and it should be good. It smells amazing, looks really good, so we'll see.
Okay, so we got a bunch of appetizers to share, and I'm going to start with our conch fritters that we got, and they come with a chili mayonnaise. They're really good. I really like the chili mayonnaise that comes with them, and the conch fritters are actually really good. There's good flavor in there. There's some like, I think there's some peppers in there. I wish there was like more conch in there though.
Alright, so I'm going to try the conch fritters. Pretty good. Conch fritter is almost like a hush puppy if you've ever had like a hush puppy, and I like the mixture of the peppers that are in there. Gives it a little bit of a added flavor and a little bit of a different texture in there as well. And I would agree with Taylor, there's not really a lot of like actual conch meat in there. And I'm getting just pretty much just kind of like the dough, but it is actually still very good. Like I still really enjoy it. Chili mayonnaise is also good. I don't think it's actually necessary to enjoy the conch fritters, but it's good.
Okay, so now I'm going to try the arepa, which is basically a fried cornmeal pancake. It has slow cooked pork on top with a chili mango barbecue sauce. It smells so good.
It's like
that would be awesome on a sandwich. It definitely has that barbecue type taste to it, but it's not. It's sweeter because of the mango that's in there. It is so good. I don't even know like really how to describe it anyway else, but that is delicious. The pork is so good.
I just had the raw tuna, very, very good. Nice, fresh, good grade of tuna with the peppers on top. And then we also had the pull-apart bread with the mango chutney sauce. There's a sweet butter and the olive oil with the Jamaican spices. The butter is awesome. I like that one out of all the three sauces. I thought that was a really good sweet butter. So far, so good. Everything here has been real good.
Okay, so I'm going to try the pull-apart bread now with the guava butter. I have heard rave reviews on this butter. It sort of just tastes like a whipped butter, but it has a sweetness to it from that guava. It's actually really good, and this bread is really good. It's nice and soft. I do like how it is pull apart. It's so much easier to get a piece and spread on it instead of having to try and break open a roll or something. It's really good.
So I'm going to go with the raw tuna, and as you guys know, I've had some experiences with raw tuna before. It has a, what was it, a sweet potato
puree.
Sweet potato puree on the bottom of it, which smells good. It's actually really good. They add a little bit of like a rock salt on top of the tuna, and then you have some peppers on top of that, and the saltiness adds a really nice like little flair to the tuna, and then you have a little bit of like heat in there from the peppers, but it's not so bad that it's like burning your mouth or anything like that. It's actually pretty light, but very good. So I am now going to move on to the pull apart bread. Alright, so this is considered a butter with guava added into it. So I guess there is a spreadability factor there, which is a 5, because it's extremely spreadable. What's actually nice though is that it is, what Taylor was saying, is it's like kind of whipped. Surprisingly, I'm not a fan, because I'm not like this huge fan of like super sweet butter.
Like you don't like Texas Roadhouse butter?
I don't really like Texas Roadhouse butter. I like my butter to be salty and not sweet. So, but it is still good. But I don't like it as much as I would like just regular salted butter. So I gotta say, now I haven't tried the mango chutney yet, but I just tried the jerk olive oil, and it is amazing. If they sold this in a bottle, I would probably buy it. It's a lot like they would do at like an Italian restaurant where they put the olive oil with the seasonings and stuff, but this is with more of like a jerk seasoning, and there's a nice like salty aspect to it that is just, I don't know, just it elevates it. It's really nice.
Out of all the appetizers, wow, my favorite, I'd have to say between the conch fritter and maybe the tuna would probably be the two that I like the most. The pork was great. I just didn't find a lot of flavor with that cake that comes with it. The other, the pull-apart bread, that's a lot of fun. Definitely a nice appetizer to share with a lot of people too. A lot of good flavors with that, but I do like the conch fritters and the raw tuna.
I think my favorite was, actually I probably have two favorites. I did like the conch fritters a lot, and also I love that pull-apart bread with the sweet butter, with the guava butter. Yeah, those were my two favorites.
The butter that Josh doesn't like.
And I always love, you know, the appetizers when they have the different dipping sauces and things. I always think that's fun.
Yeah.
So, very good.
For my meal, I got the grilled skirt steak with chimichurri sauce, and then it's actually supposed to come with crispy yuca underneath, but I don't like yuca, so I asked for rice instead, which was no problem at all. My steak is cooked really well. It's nice and tender. It's been a while since I've actually had a skirt steak, so this is really good. A nice surprise since I haven't had one in a while. The chimichurri sauce is actually really good. I was afraid it might be a little bit overpowering, but it is not at all. It is a perfect amount of chimichurri sauce for this steak. I think a skirt steak's like a perfect pairing for a chimichurri sauce. It's really good. Highly recommend. And then this rice I got with it is like green, and I don't know what is in it, but it is really good.
So I have got the avocado bacon burger. The avocado is actually fried. So they, batter it, deep fry it, stick it on there. And surprisingly, I think a lot of times when I think about getting a burger, I think it's going to be like a little bit more of a heavier lunch or heavier meal. Just because the burger, is usually more fatty, greasy, juicy, all those things. But this is actually feels a little bit more light. And I don't know if that's because the avocado's on there. But this also actually doesn't have any cheese on it, which is really surprising. And there's actually not that much mayo on there, which I could actually use a little bit more mayo. But other than that, I mean, it's still very good. I got the burger done medium.
Oh, you don't like
And it's good.
But you want the cilantro instead?
It's not like tough or anything like that. It's tender. It's good. I like it. This is a really, really good burger. All right, so we just finished eating here at Sebastian's Bistro at Caribbean Beach Resort, which is actually pretty good.
It was good, and we actually here for lunch, so the main entree selection was a little more limited than the dinner menu.
Yeah.
And we also didn't get dessert because we had so much food to eat.
But the food was overall, I think, was really good. I think this is a great new addition to the resort overall.
I'm kind of glad that we actually didn't come the first night that it opened, and then we waited like a couple weeks for the hype to like die down a little bit.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that, they were just on top of it in there, and all of our food was excellent.
It was.
Service was great as well.
It was. And if you're into sweet butter, the guava butter, I highly recommend you get.
It was good.
But if you're a saltiness person, probably stay away from that. I would stick with the
jerk oil.
The jerk oil was amazing, like literally amazing. It was so good. The tuna that we had was great. The nice little bit of salt, those plates on top of that, and then the burger that I had was also phenomenal.
My
I loved
steak
that.
was so good. Oh my gosh. And my rice was cilantro rice, and that was like where that extra flavor came from, which was really good. I actually cleaned my plate. Josh didn't show that at the end, but I ate everything. It was really good. So have you ever been here to Caribbean Beach to eat at Sebastian's Bistro? Let us know in the comments.